So now that we know what Darren is, what am I?
I don't know.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most shocking animated ships fans wanted or expected to see succeed, but which ultimately ended in heartbreak.
Of all the things I could have done tonight, I realized all I really wanted to do was spend time with you.
Number 10, J. Bilzerian and Matthew Mcdell, Big Mouth. Opposites attract, but that doesn't mean they always work out. Matthew and Jay had a bit of a bumpy start, literally when Jay gave Matthew a ride in his pants car. However, the boys eventually made up and ended the show's 5th season happily together.
But you make me happy, Jay. So I want a wolf. A hairy, crazy, uncut wolf.
Fans seemed to be on board for the pair's future, but the relationship came to an abrupt end afterwards. Matthew felt guilty for changing Jay as a person and broke things off despite lingering feelings.
I'm afraid a wolf and a swan just aren't meant to be together.
Duh. That's why I'm changing myself completely.
Right, but you shouldn't have to.
Big Mouth is full of messy relationships, in part because of its characters' young ages. Andrew's relationship with Missy was similarly complicated and undeniably changed him for the worse.
Missy, I'm the one that knows things about you.
All right, just calm down.
No, I'm not gonna, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know you like me,
Of
okay?
course.
So why don't you know that you like me?
Number 9, Kora and Mako, The Legend of Kora.
You're the Avatar, and I'm an idiot.
Both are true.
At first, it seemed as if the writers were setting up Mako and Kora to be the Legend of Korra's central relationship. But as time went on, it became clear that their plan for the pair was far more interesting than a simple fairy tale romance.
I'm doing my job.
Well, excuse me, officer. Don't let me stand in the way of you writing tickets. I'm just trying to save the world.
As a police officer, Mako's sense of duty to Republic City often caused him to butt heads with the headstrong Avatar, and their differences eventually led to a betrayal. The ensuing argument was the catalyst for their breakup, which was made worse by Mako's decision to lie about their status after Korra suffered partial memory loss.
I think we both know that us, doesn't work.
You're right.
They remained friends throughout the series, but by the show's finale, any hope of them rekindling what they had was gone. Number 8, Margaret and Mordecai, Regular Show. Things can get pretty crazy in the world of Regular Show, but one of the few constants is Mordecai's feelings for Margaret.
You've been wanting to kiss Margaret for years now.
This is real talk.
What? What do you guys know? I'm just waiting for the right moment.
The boyish Blue Jays crush on the waitress is established as early as the 3rd episode and slowly evolves throughout the seasons. So when the pair finally got together, fans imagined that they would, well, stay together.
Mordecai, Margaret, I now pronounce you out of the friend zone.
Unfortunately, life gets in the way. While Margaret admits that she can see their relationship blossoming, she ultimately chooses her career over her beau, moving out of town to attend her dream school.
I got into my dream school. I really like you, Mordecai, and what we have is special, but I may never get this opportunity again.
Later on, Mordecai tries his best to make things work with a different girl, but his lingering feelings for Margaret become the catalyst for yet another heartbreak. Number 7, Velma Dinkley and Shaggy Rogers, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
Do you not want to go to the prom with me? If you don't want to go, just tell me. I'll understand.
Oh, what a relief.
While Fred and Daphne being together is a Scooby-Doo staple, Shaggy and Velma have never really had consistent love interests. Mystery Incorporated decided to play with this fact by pairing the two together. From the start, it's clear that they don't really work, and their relationship is causing more problems than joy.
Raggy. No, I mean, Scoob, old pal of mine. I care for both of you equally.
Oh, really?
While the writers' choice to go there at all may initially be confusing, it makes more sense when you consider their intention for Velma to be a lesbian. With this in mind, one can guess she's experiencing compulsory heterosexuality and trying to make things work with the only available boy in her life because she thinks she has to.
I just don't have the same feelings for you anymore, but I hope we can still be friends.
Number 6, Flame Princess and Finn, Adventure Time.
Your wavelengths are my weakness.
Your emissions are what I've been missing.
Whether Flame Princess was Finn's rebound from his longtime crush on Princess Bubblegum is entirely beside the point. These two were a fiery pair, but sadly, their spark didn't endure. Flame Princess was Finn's first ever girlfriend, and the two did their best to overcome their obvious elemental differences. Like, their first kiss burnt a hole through the Earth's crust type differences.
Flame Princess! Flame Princess!
We've all been there. Finn ultimately betrayed her trust, pitting her against the Ice King for a series of fights, all so that he could finish a good dream he was having. Sorry, Finn, but we're Team Flame Princess on this one.
It's in the past now.
So, does that mean we're still going out?
No, I've realized my place is here.
Number 5, Reagan Ridley and Ron Stadler. Inside Job. It's always uniquely heartbreaking when two people who still love each other are torn apart by timing and circumstance.
Do you know how many times we've almost died since we met?
Well, together or separately? Look, before you break up with me, I just want to say...
Growing up as the daughter of Cognito Inc.'s co-founder, Reagan always had trouble connecting to those around her. So when she felt a spark with Illuminati member Ron Stadler, she didn't want to let go.
Something's wrong with me.
No, something is wrong with us.
Boo, corny.
Unfortunately, Ron wanted to leave his life of secrecy behind, while she was eager to take on a higher position with Cognito. Desperate to make things work, she ran through several scenarios in which she and Ron stayed together, only to find one or both of them unhappy in every one.
Ugh. No, this is hopeless. There has to be at least one reality where we're happy.
She finally accepts that they are better apart and omits their relationship when restoring his memories for his new life. Number 4, Tom Sloan and Daria Morgendorfer. Daria and Is It College Yet? When Tom made his first appearance on Daria, he shook the foundations of not only Daria and Jane's friendship, but the entire format of the show. What was once a largely episodic comedy now had an overarching plot and more consistently serious tone.
Me try to take Tom away from you? Are you crazy?
Okay, maybe not trying to steal him or anything, but what's going on with you two?
What do you mean? Nothing.
After causing such a big shakeup, it would make sense for Daria and Tom to be endgame. But in the show's finale film, she breaks things off with her first actual boyfriend.
I'm sure you deserve to get into Bromwell, and I wish you every success there.
Well, that's a nice thing to say, even if that Daria voice of yours makes it sound like a kiss-off. Wait.
I think we should break up.
What?
The cracks in their relationship had always been present, but parting ways for college proved to be the final nail in their coffin. It's a moment that's as bittersweet as it is realistic. Sometimes those high school romances just don't work out.
Hello?
Number 3, Tara and Beast Boy, Teen Titans. For Beast Boy, meeting Tara was love at first sight, but for her, things were a bit more complicated. The young superhero was alone and living in a cave when she first met the Teen Titans, and her inability to control her powers was a major insecurity.
You can't totally control your powers. So what?
Promise you won't tell anybody. Ever.
Sure.
Swear it!
Okay.
She was desperate for validation from any source, and Beast Boy was eager to provide. Unfortunately, needing unconditional support, even in the face of betrayal, isn't a solid foundation for a healthy relationship.
I mean, if you were really my friend, I could tell you anything. And no matter how horrible it was, you'd still like me, right?
Yes. I promise, Tara.
Plus, Tara's allegiance to Slade came at the cost of Beast Boy and his friends' safety. She would eventually make it up to them, but by the time the duo was able to reunite, it was too late. She no longer remembered their time together.
Tara!
Things changed, Beast Boy. The girl you want me to be is just a memory.
Number 2, Saka and Uay, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Sokka's quip that his first girlfriend turned into the moon may be funny now, but watching his relationship with Uay play out on our screens was anything but. By the time Saka met the princess of the Northern Water Tribe, she had already been betrothed to another. But that didn't stop him from falling head over heels in love with her.
I just want you to know, I think you're beautiful. And I never thought a girl like you would even notice a guy like me.
Uay seemed to return these feelings, yet her allegiance to her tribe ultimately trumped any personal desires, frustrating Saka. Eventually, Uay's rigid sense of duty would lead to her tragic death, as she sacrificed her own life for the moon spirits.
It gave me life. Maybe I can give it back.
No! You don't have to do that!
Now a spirit herself, she gave Saka one last parting kiss before disappearing. That's rough, buddy.
My first girlfriend turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Clay and Blubberta Puppington, Moral Oral. Moral Oral gives up on trying to save its central nuclear family.
When he drinks, he changes.
Oh, he doesn't change, Oral. That's just his true nature coming out.
Serena and Wyatt, 16. Serena proved her own immaturity by dumping Wyatt with a text.
Let me guess. It says, I love you, my little Wyatt-kins.
No, bye-bye, wah-wah, schmoopy-whoopy.
I don't get it. I think she just dumped me on a text message.
Mr. Peanut Butter and Diane win. BoJack Horseman. You can't always teach an old dog new tricks. In this case, how to listen to his partner's wishes.
I don't like big gestures like this. How many times have I...
but this is...
This was a fantasy. Something that belonged to me. Why couldn't you have asked me?
I'm sorry I ever try to surprise you or do nice things.
Gwen and Duncan. Total drama. Just because characters look like they'd be perfect together doesn't mean they will be.
Aw, cheer up, Gwen. There, that should do it.
You think she was watching?
Ah! I can't do this anymore. It's over.
What just happened?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Joker and Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn. Throughout countless adaptations, Harley Quinn has regularly been tied to her partner in crime, the Joker.
You're great. You do your thing, I do my thing. You're the appetizer, I'm the entree.
Although many now recognize their dynamic as an abusive one, fans still assumed that the infamous pair would be at the center of her solo show, aptly named Harley Quinn. Early trailers for the series seemed to support this idea, hinting at an Ivy and Harley relationship, while also making sure the Joker got his time to shine. So some were shocked when the antagonists parted ways in the premiere episode. He remains in the story overall, sure, but the bold decision freed Harley up to be her own woman.
Hey, I was just gonna see if you need any help, but you seem good. Love the new look. Gonna go pick up some Thai food. Text me what you want.
We've loved seeing her form new bonds, platonic and romantic alike, on her own terms. Do you wish any of these ships got a happier ending? Let us know in the comments.
Part of me is still waiting for Margaret to come back.
Daddy's girl.
What? Still? She's not coming back, dude. She's gone.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.